Good morning, students. So today we are going to cover up our electrical analogous systems. As we have done mechanical analogous systems in our previous lectures in terms of T and F. So today we are going to write the electrical analogous equations in terms of voltage and current. So let's first go with our series RLC circuit. So here we can see that R, L and C are combined in series with a voltage V and then a current I starts flowing. So applying KVL on this loop, what we get is V equals to IR plus LdI by dt plus 1 upon C I dt. So we all have learned in our previous classes that current is equal to rate of change of charge, where this Q stands for the charge. So we are going to put dq by dt in our this equation instead of I. So this makes our this equation as V equals to R dq by dt plus L. When we are going to replace I with dq by dt, that is going to make it a square term. So this is d square q by dt square plus 1 upon C. This d by dt cancels out with this integral term, and what we get is our 1 upon C into Q, or we can directly write it as Q upon C. So rearranging this whole equation, we get L d square Q by dt square plus R dq by dt plus Q upon C. So this provides me with my third important equation. First and second equations I have already marked for your mechanical system as 1 and 2. So this is our third equation. We are now going to go with your parallel system. So this is our parallel RLC circuit. R, L and C. Now we know that in our parallel circuits, voltage is same in all the parallel branches. This is the current that we have given. So we have marked that here the current that enters resistance is IR, similarly IL, then IC. So voltage V is there across all these arms. Now applying KCL here. So this is the total current I ingoing, and this is IR, IL and IC. So according to KCL, what will be there? I equals to IR plus IL plus IC. Now we have to replace IR in terms of V and R. Similarly, IL in terms of V and L, and IC in terms of V and C. So let's go for a quick recap of how we can replace them with this. We all have read in Ohm's law that V equals to IR. So keeping IR here, in terms of V and R, we get V upon R as the current in the resistance. Similarly, for voltage in the inductor, we have studied that V is equals to L di by dt. So integrating both sides, what we get is 1 upon L V dt. So in terms of V and L, we get this as the formula. Then for the capacitor, we know that V equals to 1 upon C I dt. So differentiating on both sides, we get C dV by dt equals to IC. So replacing A, B and C in our this equation, you all can check out here. IR equals to V upon R, IL equals to 1 upon L V dt, and IC equals to C dV by dt. We get our this equation. Now again we have read in our previous classes that V equals to rate of change of flux. So we are going to replace here with that. So what we are going to get is I equals to 1 upon R d phi by dt plus again d by dt and integral term cancels out. We are left with phi. So it is equals to phi upon L plus this will make it to be d square by dt square. So it will be C d square phi by dt square. So rearranging the whole equation again, we get I equals to C d square phi by dt square plus 1 upon R d phi by dt plus phi by L. So this becomes my equation number 4. Now I am going to write all these 4 equations to make the analogy table that is going to be most important and used again and again for doing the analogy numericals. So now let's have a quick look on all these 4 equations that we have derived so far. So now I am going to write the analogy table. It's the analogy table that you all have to remember while solving the numericals. But if you will forget that how that has come, so then you have to go for your recap of how you derive these equations, because once you remember the equation, it is very simple to write down the analogy table. So let's come out to be here. So here you can see this is F derived, this is V, this is I, and this is T. So what we are going to do, we are going to write them in separate columns. So here we go with F, V, I, and T. So then you all can see that with the square derivative term, we have got M, L, C, and J. So M, L, C, and J. Similarly, with single derivative term, we have B, R, 1 upon R, and B. So we have B, R, 1 upon R, and B. Similarly, with the constant term, we have got K, 1 upon C, then 1 upon L, and then K. So here we have got here K, 1 upon C, 1 upon L, and K. So now what is in this term? This is the displacement, this is the charge, this is the flux, and this is the angular displacement. So that means this is X, this is Q, this is flux, and this is theta. So this completes the analogy table, because if we check out the equations, we have only correlated the equivalent differential equation and their terms that we are getting in all the equations. So now we come on to our first numerical. You people are given with this numerical and you have to go for the FV analogous systems and also FI analogous system. So let's first discuss our FV analogous system. The rules are number of displacements, that is x1 and x2. Here 2 displacements are there, so that means we will having 2 number of loops, right? Then voltage, you all know that voltage divides in series. So whenever K and B will be together, here they are in single form, so we are not going to apply our second rule. But whenever K and B are together, like if here it would have been there, K and B should have been there, so they would have been converted into series. So according to these rules, let's convert our this system quickly into our voltage analogy system. So as we have been given that 2 displacements means 2 loops, so let's first draw our 2 loops. Here I have drawn the loops. So here F will be converted to V. So here I am going to put my V here. Now F is directly touching M1, so that means corresponding to M I have to draw L. So this V should touch my inductor, so that will be given with L1. So if L1 is there at the same position, you have to draw the second mass if it is there as L2. Now just quickly see that M1 and M2 are both joined with a damper. So replacing B with the R, so these two are joined with the R, and this M2 is joined with a K. So corresponding to K, we have got our 1 upon C. So this completes our FV analogous system. So from force to voltage, we have converted from force analogy system to a voltage analogy system only by using our this analogy table. Now the same example we are going to go for with FI analogy. So for the same example, we are now going to discuss, we are going to draw our Fi analogy. Now the rules are a little bit changed. Number of displacements will be equal to number of nodes, and as we know that current divides in parallel, so the force divides in parallel between B and K if together. Here they are single ones, so after this example we are going to use this rule in the second question. So let's quickly draw our two nodes, because two displacements, so that means two nodes are there, and always there is a reference node, or we can say that there is a reference line. So now this node and the reference node always joins with the equivalent of the mass here. So equivalent of mass, just see here, in F it is M, but in I it is C. So what I am going to draw is, I am going to draw C1 here and C2 here, corresponding to my M1 and M2. So now I am going to replace, because this C1 and C2, like M1 and M2 are joined with B, so C1 and C2 should be joined with the equivalent of B, that is 1 upon R. So here I am going to write here my 1 upon R. So now with C2, K is attached, so corresponding to K I have got my 1 upon L. So here it will be my 1 upon L, and now F is given to M1, so that means I is given to C1. So here this completes my Fi analogous system. That means force system in mechanical is directly converted into my current analogy system using my this analogy table. So the main thing that you all should jot down in your notebooks first is this analogy table, and then start doing the second numerical. It is best if you do the second numerical along with me. So let's go to the second numerical. So here we come on to our this numerical, in which I have taken B2 and K2 together. So we are going to draw the FV as well as the Fi analogy of our this numerical. So what we have to go for voltage, check out the number of displacements, 2. So that means we have to draw 2 loops. So here we have got 2 loops. So corresponding to M1 and M2, I am going to draw our 2 inductors here, that is my L1 and L2. Now just pay attention here that with L2 the force has been put. So now the voltage will not be at this side but at this side. So voltage is directly applied to L2, that is corresponding to M2. And corresponding to K, we have got C. So here we come with C. Now what about your B and K together? As I have told you earlier that voltage divides in a series combination. So this parallel combination of B and K is going to get converted into series combination. So corresponding to B we have R, and corresponding to K we have C, 1 upon C. So here we are going to draw our R, and this is my C. So this corresponds to my 1 upon C1, while this corresponds to my R2 and 1 upon C2. So this completes my FV analogy. So now we come on to your Fi analogy. So depending upon the number of displacements, I have got 2 nodes and a reference line here. This corresponds to my C1, while this corresponds to my C2, corresponding to the masses. So with C2 my force is attached, that makes it to be like this, and with C1 my K is attached. So corresponding to K, you can see here it is 1 upon L. So here is my 1 upon L1. But what about this C1 and C2 and this thing? So this parallel combination, because current divides in parallel, should be replaced with their equivalent correspondence with parallel combination. So here B is 1 upon R, K is 1 upon L. So the combination of 1 upon R and 1 upon L should be in parallel here. So here we go out to be 1 upon R2 and 1 upon L2. So this completes my Fi analogy. So this completes it. Only what you have to remember is, whenever there is a parallel combination of B and K2, when you are going to go for your FV analogy, they should come in series because voltage divides in series, and when we have to go for Fi analogy, they should remain as such because current divides in parallel. That's all for now, students. Have a nice day.